Hi everyone, it's Michelle here, your childcare entrepreneur. Okay, so I want to talk today about professionalism. And professionalism is something that we talk a little bit about on the business end of family childcare. And it is one of, if not the most important thing as family childcare providers that we should be talking about. All right, so I want to give you 5 important things that is very important for professionalism in childcare. And they're going to be talking about your attire or your clothing that you wear, the organizations or the memberships that you belong to, the trainings that you attend, your policies that you create, and communication. Communicating with other childcare providers, communicating with associations, and also networking. And more importantly, the way you communicate with your parents or your parent clients. Now, let's take it back to clothing. Clothing is important, your attire. I remember a story where I had a parent who was looking to send her children to a larger childcare setting um, to just get them ready for school. And so she visited a lot of different childcare centers. And so what she came back and told me was she was disappointed because some of these places, their staff were not dressed appropriately. She said she even went to a center where the teachers were having a contest on who can wear the shortest shorts. So that was not a place, of course, that she picked. But she didn't like the fact that there was no uniformity or that there was no attire that, number one, stated that they worked at that particular childcare facility. Number two, that there was showed some type of camaraderie of professionalism in their attire. So, for example, some places may have a shirt and specific pants that they wear. Some place may wear scrubs, which is what I wear in my childcare setting. And so, when you are operating your childcare business, your brand is you. You are the presentation. You are the first person that they see. And so you want to make sure that your attire this shows that professionalism. You're not showing a lot of skin. You're not wearing things that are too tight. This is not that type of a deal. You have clients that are coming in there. You have fathers that are coming, mothers, grandparents. And so you want to make sure that you're professional in your attire at all times. All right. Number two, organizations or memberships. There are a ton of organizations that you can become members of. So, for example, NAFCC, which is the National Association for Family Child Care, which for what we're talking about is very, very important. You can also be a member of NAEYC. Uh, there's all types of NJFCCPA, which is specific to New Jersey. And so you can also be a member of NAEYC, which is NACY. As you can see, there are many, many, many organizations that you can be members of. And that also shows professionalism because with these organizations come information and knowledge about your business or about the um, the job that you have become involved in. And so being a member allows you to get this information. And it also allows you to share information. And it also allows you to network and become a part of an organization where people are doing the same things or similar things. And you can get ideas. Um, you can, you know, uh, get ideas on how to care for children. You may have a specific problem, and perhaps you want to share it with them. And so becoming a part of a professional organization or membership is important. And a lot of the membership fees are very low for family child care providers. We're not big um, places. And so they have those basic memberships. If you want to get the other memberships, that's fine too. But you can start off with the basic, and then some of them have magazines that will be delivered to you, and all types of things. You get a certificate, and it also counts towards a lot of your credit hours for your CCR&Rs. All right, number 3, webinars and trainings. I cannot specify enough the importance of training, not just your 20 hours, 30 hours, however many you have to have for your um, for your certificate. I'm not saying certificate, for your registration or for your licensing, but the trainings are for you. They are for you to build your knowledge of your craft. And so you want to be able to take these webinars or these trainings so that you can build that knowledge. And there may be something that you need to brush up on, that you need to take a training on, or it may be something that um, you want to know more about. And so, as an entrepreneur, it is up to you and it is your responsibility to maintain not only your credit hours, but also to go above and beyond that, so that you can maintain your knowledge base. And also, a lot of these trainings offer credit towards a CDA, towards those of you that are in school and you're working towards a degree or some type of certification. They offer these hours, and those hours build up. And so you may be required to do a little something extra for that. But at the end, you will have your certification or you will have your degree or whatever it is that you're looking to do. All right, number 4, policies. I've talked about contracts and policies in a previous video, and I will link that in the description box for you. But your policies speak to your professionalism. How are you presented on paper? And so when you talk about your policies, you need to let your parent clients know the type of business you have and what your expectations of them are, your expectations of the children, and it also speaks to how you run your business. And so that becomes very, very important as you are a childcare entrepreneur. All right, number 5 and the last one is communication. Communication is key to being a family child care provider. Um, we have the advantage of caring for a smaller number of children as compared to centers. Um, and so we can work a lot of times one on one with our parents. And so communication is very, very important. How do you talk to your parents? How do you communicate your policies? How do you talk with your contracts? How do you talk to your parents, clients about the children and their daily activities each day? How do you communicate closings or your calendar for the year? These things become very, very important. And the way that you communicate them to your parent clients is also important. Now, if you're going on vacation next week and you let them know the day before, that does not give them enough time, and that is not being professional and letting them know your schedule and what you have going on. And so you want to be prepared for a lot of these things, and you want to be able to communicate with your parents and find out the best way of how to communicate with them. Is it through email? Is it through texting, a phone call, or perhaps you have some other source that of way you communicate. Some people use Class Dojo. I know with the influx of a lot of the online and remote learning, a lot of you are communicating that way. And so these are just the 5 things that are really important. If you have others, please let me know, um, because I'm sure that we can add to this list. Alrighty, so take care, and I'll see you next time.